Yo, what's up, guys? Back at it with I believe it's day 32 of market mental state. So yesterday I ended up losing my trade. I put as for statistical losses, but in reality, um, it would go more in the trade error section. And the reason why I say that is the reason why I would say that is because going to the charts. No, I could have won this trade. Um, so what I did was I didn't see anything and I waited for a 2 minute gap. Right here, I'm like, oh nice. This 2 minute gap is gonna be a nice entry point. Up here. And my stop loss was like I believe right there. Seems about right. Yeah, it was something like that. Anyways, it was something like that yesterday. And what I didn't see, I don't know how I missed it though. I'm still trying to figure out how I missed it, but we hit this 1 minute gap right here. Lows, boom, and then just TP was the 1-to-1. We immediately pushed that. As soon as we touch this 2 minute gap, maybe able to break even, but at the same time, this 2 minute gap isn't really anything I expect us to respect and get any lower. So maybe I wouldn't have break even. But yeah, that tells you exactly why. If I would have known that we had a 1 minute gap right here, I would have entered off that 1 minute gap instead of waiting for that 2 minute. This 1 minute gap is a way better entry point. There's no need to wait for this 2 minute at all. But at the same time, this 2 minute is still valid, but I just wouldn't have entered there normally. So yeah, that does occasionally happen to everybody. No matter how good you are gonna make a mistake. Okay, it's just that as long as you come to terms with making a mistake and writing it down, and it's exactly what I did. So right now we have around like a 45% win rate. So we'll see what happens. Yesterday we lost the trade, obviously. So if I lose one more trade, the account's blown. It is what it is. Yesterday I was very upset because I was trying to flatten the account at 200. It just wasn't letting me for some reason. Here we are. We're at all-time highs again, and I already know we were at all-time highs yesterday. So we have an SMT, but it's not really that big of a thing to me. Obviously, we're not looking exactly bullish right now, but we're all-time high territory. Bullish until proven otherwise. Unless we are 1,000% gonna be bearish, we're gonna be bullish. Right here, I see we have 3 draws, and we're just gonna continue higher from there. There's nowhere else for us to go. There's literally nothing else here. Only thing I see are these 3 draws go up, SMTL for that, maybe type this gap, and then just continue higher. Overall trend is bullish as well in the higher time frame. It just looks good. It looks pretty good for some longs. I don't know where the ideal rejection point would be though. Yeah, I guess for right now we'll just continue to wait. This is the 830 highs. Alright, that's about it. I mean, my pre-market mental clear ready. Every trade is a gamble. It's about if the trades I take, show long-term consistency, being profitable. So, yeah, we just have to wait and see. Alright, catch y'all when I'm gonna trade. Peace. Yo, I'm back. So today's looking pretty good actually. For some longs, I've been wanting to long since the very beginning, but we had to show some, bullish order flow at least. Right now we just inverse this gap, and as you can see, pretty obviously bullish now. We don't have that gap anymore. It's good actually. So just giving you. What I want to see is a retrace into a 5-minute gap and inverse out of that, enter some longs. That would be the ideal scenario. For now, it's just waiting time. We have got to take trading seriously. This is not a game. I'm on my phone, but I'm on my phone waiting for this to set up. I'm constantly looking at this shit. Maybe I shouldn't even be on my phone, Everybody thinks this is a game, but we gotta treat this like this is the most important thing in our lives. I wanted to enter here, but it just seemed like that's the thing. You can enter anywhere. You see how I wanted to enter here. I could it doesn't matter where you enter. Your trade can lose or can win. Right here, I won. I would have won if I entered, or I could have went lower and lost. If we could respect this 5-minute gap. This trade can do anything. Just gotta be prepared for unpredictability. The trade you take has to follow your system, has to follow your edge. You have edge for a reason because you have data backing up your edge, telling you that you're profitable over a set of time. If you can't even follow your edge, then you're not profitable. That's the only thing holding you together. Alright, wait 12 seconds. We're gonna have a 5-minute closure, and then this gap will be formed, and then we can hopefully see a no entry. Damn, we're really just gonna reject off of that. Fuck. Can't even see that 30 seconds on my chart. Yeah. Well, I need that 5-minute retrace, so I'm not entering. This is what it is. Maybe I have an SMT. SMT, but I don't think it's gonna hold. Well, we have an SMT in that 5-minute gap. But this SMT isn't anything significant. We didn't inverse, so maybe we inversed on the 30-second. Bro, I'm still recording. Yeah. Oh. This is gonna be a very long video today. There's not really much to do here besides wait. I mean, there's some people that might have entered here. Let's see. Alright, you could have entered. You could have entered on this 5-minute gap. But there might have been like maybe a 1 minute inversion here. I mean, a 30-second. I can't see a 30-second chart. Yeah, like a 30-second. I don't know. I mean, price action looked good today. Just like no entries I'm satisfied with, honestly. Obviously, we're incredibly bullish. So anything you take might just be just take it, even if it's like mid. But that's not all-time high territory is always gonna be kind of like meh, like kind of like 50-50ish. So you gotta take trades you're confident in, and obviously longs. You don't take any shorts. Like right here, a lot of people might have taken, a lot of people might have taken a short here, whenever they're respecting this 5-minute gap. They might have taken like a short somewhere. I don't know. A lot of people probably did. But it's just like, that was just the optimal time to long, honestly. But once we get this 5-minute gap, it's kind of hard to just long against that. I could have entered this trade. Maybe it was again inverse. But I would have to break even as soon as we touch the gap. Just break even right away, basically. And could have stopped out. No matter what. For now, all we could do is wait and see. I mean, my optimal, and I kind of like this. I did, but it was just like my stop loss kind of low. Felt like I was kind of forcing a trade entering that, so I just waited. I mean, the inversion was great. I would have preferred us inversing down here and then maybe creating 5-minute gap respect and continue higher, but never gonna get what you want. Maybe some people entered off that 5-minute inversion. I just didn't. Alright, I'm just gonna pause it. I'll be right back if I'm in a trade. Alright, guys, this is where we lock the fuck in. Alright, so right here, ES has entered this 5-minute gap. Let's see. I don't know if NQ is gonna enter it, but if we inverse before we enter this 5-minute gap, you know, we're just gonna enter this trade. Okay, tournament's gonna happen. Okay. So wait for this 2-minute form, and then I'm gonna enter this free inverse. That's about right. Yeah, we touched the 5-minute gap. See what happens here. This just looks like the long needle retrace that we need. To me. We have been just continuously moving higher and higher. If we do end up creating this 1 minute, I'm probably going to. Alright, let's get ready to enter this shit. Man, let's think about it. This is the trade we've been waiting for. We did not inverse that. We didn't inverse it yet. Let's see in key real quick. Not inversing in key either. Okay. Alright. Just relax. Sign trace right there. Just 3-minute gap right here. Okay, realistically, where would be our best possible reversal point? You guys have any family gaps? Not yet. Okay, let's wait for that. Here. Don't have anything like that. Okay. You know, we could just get immediately stopped out right here. It happens sometimes. We come down, we just want to have an internal SMT, sweep of liquidity, and then we finally continue our move. Anything can happen in any trade. Okay, so we're gonna care about the 3 minute more than 2 minute. Try to keep this as simple as possible. Okay, just touch that. SMT. I get stopped out. It's fine. If we get stopped out, that means we blew this account that was $200 away from passing. Happens to everybody. From now on, you know, I will know I need to flatten my position with my phone. So, same mistake will not be repeated. My voice even recording, that would fucking suck. It is. Okay, now ES has that 5-minute. Should have. Okay, ES is gonna have that 5-minute gap in 40 seconds. And depending on when we do this 5-minute gap, it's gonna indicate whether we're bullish or bearish. Still respecting that 5-minute gap, and then yeah, we're fucked. So honestly, we could. I'm just gonna hold it all the way up here. It's all-time highs. Territory. All-time high territory. Depending on what we're seeing in this 5-minute gap, I will get out this trade soon. Okay, so might be respecting this 5-minute gap, looks like. Don't really like how slow we're pushing. So we might be respecting that found in the gap. And it sucks. Sucks a lot for us. The Djibouti. Ideally, our trade might come in here SMT. We stay around here for NQ and continue higher. But I would have to be pretty lucky that NQ doesn't push as deep as ES. The gap is not strong anymore. Love to see them. This is evals. Honestly, holding it past 1-to-1 doesn't really help much besides getting you closer to passing sooner. Which should only be, you should only hold it past 1-to-1 if you're pretty sure we're gonna go higher. And for this type of all-time highs, longs type of territory, I mean, this looks like we're gonna go higher. Just these high, like this doesn't look like we're gonna stop here. We're gonna go up there at least. To me, at least. Yeah. I mean, we could just be forming, downward trend. Looks like it. We could be, but yeah, it doesn't look too great. Doesn't look great in ES, but NQ looks bullish. NQ looks bullish for sure compared to ES. I think I'm just gonna get out of this trade after 1-to-1. Just like no need to be in this longer than that, especially with how price is looking right now. Or this could be just accumulating just so we can finally get that push up. For now, and for right now, we just have to wait and see. This is just going lower and lower for ES. I mean, have we touched NQ of this range? Not yet. I mean, if we do end up doing that, I mean, it's just, I'm gonna get stopped out. I think ES might have. Yeah, ES just tapped equilibrium of the whole range. NQ hasn't. If NQ does, just can he stop me out? We have no reason to go lower. If we want to go lower, it's just because we want to go lower. Same thing for ES. Honestly, nothing. If we want it go lower, just because we wanted to. With this hourly right here. Yeah, honestly, I'd rather just get stopped out than get broke even. My account was $200 away just yesterday. I wasn't really planning on taking a trade today, but I mean, the setup looked a little too clean. Came down, boom. Respect this 5-minute gap. SMT. Oh, SMT after. With this nice inversion as well. The inversion's okay. Nothing, crazy, but all-time highs. Bullish order flow. Only problem is we're just, what is the only problem when I entered it? When I entered the trade, the only problem is not much, honestly. Just have to sit here and be patient. It sucks when you lose after waiting so long. Maybe we're gonna have like a little PDI model type of thing. I haven't done that shit in forever. If we do, I'm fucked. Because when you come down here, it's with that higher. Like a 5-minute gap or something. Nothing. We're just going lower. Because I guess we're bearish. And I'm about to get stopped out. Oh, we touched the bottom of the 5-minute gap on ES. Usually that's also an indication of a, nice strong liquidity. So we'll see if we can push up from there. It doesn't look like it. Every trade can lose, every trade can win. This trade was pretty good for me, honestly. Thought we would at least hit my 1-to-1. Oh, alright. I definitely do want to get out of this trade. If we, coming up here. So it depends on displacement. I don't like what we're doing. I don't like that at all. It's like we just created an SMT in the highs. Let's continue lower. It's even up here, nothing. So why should the SMT matter? 1 minute SMTs don't really matter much, honestly. I might get stopped out. Maybe break even since we did that. But I don't know. All-time high territory. ES is looking more bearish. Yeah, this Iverson going to 1. ES is looking way too bearish for me to want to hold past 1-to-1. I don't really like that. Looks like all we wanted to do was do an internal sweep and continue lower. ES is not going up at all. That's the only thing stopping us from going higher. NQ wants to go higher, ES doesn't. Been in this shop for like 20 minutes. Didn't even tap anything. We did something. Guess I'm getting stopped out right here. Damn. Alright, well these accounts are basically blown now. Sucks. We're close to passing them. Alright, well let's record another loss to our journal. Just one trade error can, make you go from passing an account to blowing an account. Man version, and why else do I not like that trade much? That makes another loss. I'm really learning myself as a trader now. This April could have been a month with at least like a 2K payout. But I've just made too many mistakes this month. Maybe I still can, but you know, this could have for sure been avoided. One unnecessary loss and 3 that could have been 2 extra wins. So this could have been been 5 losses, 2 break evens, and 6 wins. This could have been the stats. I need to do better, just like everybody else. Alright, well, that wraps it up. Catch y'all next time. Peace.